To advertise with us, donate sponsorships and suggestions, email us at trendafricatv@gmail.com or call us on 773-312-0318 or 773-756-6678. Remember to also follow and like us as Trend Africa TV on Facebook so you can always catch us live. On Instagram as Trend Africa TV 123 or subscribe to our YouTube channel as Trend Africa TV and click on the notification button to watch previous shows. You can also visit our website for your African news, entertainment, fashion, and sports updates on www.trendafricaonline.net. Trend Africa TV, redefining Africa.
Hello, my wonderful viewers. You are welcome to Western Togoland Situation Room. This is where we bring you story about Western Togoland for you to be your own judge. Today marks the 9th of January 2021. We are happy to be here one more time as we bring you Western Togoland Situation Room. Today my topic for the day is Ghana lawmakers' obligation towards Western Togoland. That is what today I'll be looking at, and we'll go into detail to see what Ghana lawmakers need to know, their obligations towards Western Togoland. I will take a short commercial break. When I come back, we will start the show. Ladies and gentlemen, be with me. We'll take a short commercial break. When I come back, we'll continue. Thank you.
What it do, my people? It's your boy Kingsley Ego B, aka King the Preacher, aka the Peacemaker, aka the Joy of the People. Is my peace of mind. You are now watching Trend Africa. Don't touch that dial. If you won't touch her. Come on there. Keep watching Trend Africa. We are here. Africa has come to stay. Don't touch that dial. One love. Keep watching. Ratata.
Thank you so much. That's a very short commercial break. We are back from that commercial break. My viewers, I need to inform you today that today is my son's birthday, and my son Michael Mifetu, today is his birthday. Wherever he is watching me, I want to plead with my viewer to join me whilst I say a very big happy birthday to my son Michael Eliako Mifetu. Wherever you are, Daddy says happy birthday. I wish you well. May you live to glorify the Lord's honor. I pray that the years that God gave you, may you live to that years. May you become a vessel of change to change the world positively. Make this world a lovely place for people to be. May you grow to become a very influential person to touch life positively on earth. I pray and ask for God's favor and prosperity on your life. I pronounce good things ahead on you in Jesus' name. Son, I say happy birthday wherever you are watching me from. Happy birthday from your dad. Thank you. Thank you, my viewers. Today we'll continue with the Western Togoland Situation Room, and then I also want to say with the people of Western Togoland Situation Room, we want to say a very big thank you to all our viewers for being with us all this while. We also want to congratulate all Ghanaians and the people of Western Togoland for being able to to resist all the political turmoil that is going on right now in Ghana. We of the Situation Room pray that the atmosphere of freedom and justice be restored at this stage that our country, Ghana and Western Togoland, are experiencing democratic trailblazing for Africa. Okay, introduction to my today's program. The PLC demands Ghana's cooperation and collaboration to develop Western Togoland into a noble state. This has been a cry of People Liberation Council. They'll be asking Ghana government and the people of Ghana and also the people of Western Togoland alike to collaborate with them so that they can develop Western Togoland into a noble state. And if you know, people are wondering why. If you wonder why, it's because of Ghanaian lawmakers' negative attitude towards the hostility that Western Togolanders have been receiving from the people of Ghana. You can see currently we have seen many Western Togolanders being arrested. Some of these people have never committed any crime, or the crime is just that they have used the name Western Togoland. And some of these people, their business have to be collapsed. Some have to lose their job, all because they support the Western Togoland agenda. So all this hostility towards Western Togolanders, and the lawmakers of Ghana seems to be quiet. They are doing nothing about this situation. That is why I'm saying that Ghanaian lawmakers need to know this fact, that they should know it and know how to deal with Western Togolanders. We pray that our politicians and the lawmakers will pay heed to whatever we are saying. They will do the right thing so that Ghana and Western Togoland will be a safe and a better place for all of us. We also ask that Ghanaian politicians and the lawmakers pay heed to what posterity demands from them now. And the question will be, what posterity demands from the lawmakers of Ghana or the politicians of Ghana? What posterity demands from them? During the course of the program, we will know what posterity demands from them. Okay, now I go to the background. Western Togoland is supposed to be in a union with Ghana per records from the UN archives. As we trace the records to the United Nations archives, you can see very well that every document that we came across suggests that the people of Western Togoland are supposed to be in union with Ghana. There is a difference here that I want to clear. The people of Western Togoland did not vote to be in union with the Gold Coast, or they did not vote to form Ghana with the Gold Coast, but rather they vote to be in union with Ghana, not Gold Coast, because Gold Coast was a colony, and Gold Coast did not qualify to be in union with a trust territory. That is a fact, and we want politicians and Ghanaian lawmakers to know that Gold Coast was a colony, and Gold Coast have not qualified to form a union with anybody, with any nation, with any state. The only country that have the mandate, the only country that qualify or have the right to form a union with another state or another country is Ghana. Why Ghana? Because at that time, Ghana was independent state. You can't go into a union whilst you are a colony. So that's the politicians should know, because sometimes you see people saying that, Western Togolanders join Gold Coast people to form Ghana. That is not true. Ghana was formed by the people of Gold Coast, and Ghana is supposed to be in union with Western Togoland. That is what Western Togolanders voted for, to join Ghana in union, not Gold Coast, not Gold Coast. Plebiscite of 9th May 1956 determined the desire of Togoland under British administration. Yes, we want the lawmakers to understand that the plebiscite of 9th May 1956, that plebiscite determined the desire of the people of Western Togoland. That is the desire. You know that the plebiscite itself does not form a union. The plebiscite itself is just a desire. It is an intention for something. So the intention of people of Western Togoland were clearly spelled out through the 1956 plebiscite. So if you want to know the desire of Western Togolanders, or you can call it British Togoland, or Togoland under British administration, whichever way you put it, it's the same thing. I think the last week, Gramaja corrected me that want me to clarify that when we say Western Togoland, we are referring to British Togoland. At the same time, we are referring to Togoland under British administration. So if you are hearing me mentioning Western Togoland, I'm still talking about Togoland under British administration, or British Togoland. So the desire of British Togoland was spelled out in 9th May 1957 during the plebiscite. So if you read the plebiscite, if you find out, you will know that the desire is to form a union with independent Ghana, not independent Gold Coast, independent Ghana. The voting options were union with independent Gold Coast or separation awaiting a later decision. Yes, I use the word independent Gold Coast. The voting options were union with independent Gold Coast. I use the word here, independent Gold Coast, or separation awaiting a later decision. Why do I use the word independent Gold Coast? Is because I want to clarify this, because I said Western Togolanders did not vote to go into union with the Gold Coast, but rather they voted to go into union with Ghana. Now, the Gold Coast became independent, and when they became independent, they changed their name from Gold Coast to Ghana. So if it is independent Gold Coast, that you are talking about Ghana, because Gold Coast became Ghana. But that Gold Coast, Ghana is independent Gold Coast. If you say Ghana, you are referring to independent Gold Coast. But when you just say Gold Coast, you are just referring to a colony, a British colony. So if you mention Gold Coast without the word independent, then we are referring ourselves back to the colonial days where the British were in charge of the Gold Coast. But when you say independent Gold Coast, then we are talking about Ghana. So if we mention those names, we have a different meaning, different way of looking at it. So the voting option were union with independent Gold Coast, we mean independent Ghana, or separation awaiting a later decision. So when the people of Western Togoland went into the plebiscite, the question option that was posed before them was union with Ghana or independent Gold Coast. You vote for that. If you want a union with independent Gold Coast or a union with Ghana, that is one option. And the second option is, if you don't want that, then you vote against the union with independence Ghana or independent Gold Coast, and then you wait until a later decision will be taken on Western Togoland. That was the option. And I want to make it clear here, the option didn't say anything concerning, what do you call it? People tell me that people voted to be integrated into Ghana. Integration did not come here. When you look at the option, integration was not part of the option. The option is all about union. The voting option is all about union. It's either you vote for union with the Gold Coast, independent Gold Coast, or Ghana, or you vote against that and wait until further decision is taken on the future of Togoland under British administration. But you are not voting for integration. The vote was not towards integration. So integration was not part of the question. So those of our people who say Western Togolanders voted for integration, because of that they have been integrated into Ghana, I want to prove them wrong, that integration was not part of the question that was posed before them. My next point, the majority voted for union, yes. During the plebiscite, 58% of the people who voted in favor of the union, and 42% voted against it. So majority voted for the union. They did not vote for integration. Integration was not part of it. Integration have no percentage here. If you say people voted for integration, then those people saying that should be able to prove it with a record that this is the number of people who voted for integration or the percentage that voted for integration. But we all know that 58% voted for union. So those who are saying that integration, then they should be able to prove. If they have any record for that, I don't have it, so maybe they have it. If you have any record, you can bring it forward. But I want the politicians to know, the lawmakers to know, that the 1956 plebiscite did not mean that the people voted for integration. Integration was not part of the question that was posed during the plebiscite. And the plebiscite itself does not form a union. It does not make a union. It is a desire of the people. It is the intention of the people. And all politicians know that. It's the same thing. Ghanaians and both Ghanaians and Western Togoland just voted in general election in 2020. And that election did not, I heard that the election has been sent to court, that is being challenged in court. And 7 January, I've also been told that His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo has been sworn in as a president, even though the election is being challenged in court. But that tells you that after the vote is just intention of the people. The vote did not make Nana Akufo-Addo the president. They make Akufo-Addo the president on the 7th, but the vote took place on 7th December, and the swearing in took place in January 7, 2021. So it is the swearing in that make Nana Akufo-Addo the president of the Republic of Ghana, not your voting. Your voting shows that you have the desire, you have the intention that this man should be our president. That's what it means. But if the person has not been sworn in, you can never say that the person is the president. That is why when the election is declared, whoever the winner is, they just say president-elect. President-elect. I understand Honorable Agban-Babi was elected in Parliament as the Speaker. And when I was watching the video, the Clerk of Parliament announced Mr. Babin as Speaker-elect. He did not say Speaker of the Parliament. No. Mr. Babi have to wait until he is sworn in before they now call him the Speaker. So if that thing didn't happen, then he's not a Speaker. It's the same thing that the people of Western Togoland voted. They voted for union, but that union has not been established until it is done. Until the people come together to establish it. Establishing a union, there are several steps to take to come up with that union. So if we say the plebiscite is just an intention, it's just a desire for people to tell the world that we are interested in the union with the independent Gold Coast or Ghana, what it is. The 619th plenary meeting of UN General Assembly passed Resolution 1044-XI of 13 December 1956, demanding that Britain takes the necessary steps to establish the union and get the union and get the UN Secretary General informed about the union. That is the 619th plenary meeting. It was under this meeting that the United Nations adopted Resolution 1044-SI. This resolution took place. The adoption of the resolution was on the 13th December 1956. And the plebiscite was 9th May 1956. So you can see from May to December, the people of Western Togoland went into plebiscite. They voted in plebiscite in May. So it was the UN that asked them to go into that plebiscite. He approved that the people should vote to determine whether they want to join Ghana in union or not. And that decision was taken in May 1956. Now, the United Nations, in its own wisdom, realized that the voting alone or the plebiscite alone is not enough to bring about the union. The plebiscite does not make a union. So the United Nations sat again to adopt Resolution 1044-SI in December 13, 1956. When they adopt that resolution, they asked Britain in that resolution to take such steps to bring about the union. If the plebiscite is enough to make the union, UN wouldn't waste time and money and resources in holding any meeting to come about Resolution 1044-SI. But they realized that the plebiscite is not enough to form a union and something else needs to be done. So because Togoland under British administration was trust territory, UN have to take another step by coming up with the Resolution 1044-SI to tell Britain to take such steps. They emulated all the steps that Britain has to take to bring about the union. And after Britain did that, if Britain should take all the necessary steps, the last thing here that Britain have to do is to write to the UN Secretary General to inform him that the union has been established. Now, when that happens, then the UN Secretary General will in turn inform all member states that the union between Ghana and Western Togoland or British Togoland has been effected. And Britain did not take any of such steps. The only step British took was to write to the United Nations that the union between Ghana and Western Togoland took place the same day that Ghana became independent, which was 6 March 1957. What about the other steps? Nothing have been done. Who are the people who signed those union documents? If a union is established, there must be a union agreement. Where are the union agreements? Where is the union agreement? So that we can look into it and see the rights and privileges of the Western Togolanders. If we have the union agreement, we can look into it and see that the treatment that the people of Western Togoland are having from Ghanaian authority, if that is what the union agreement says, that they should be treated. So that the union agreement was not written. On 6 March 1956, Britain confirmed to UN Secretary General that Gold Coast became independent and under the new name Ghana at the midnight of 5th and 6th of March 1957, and the Union of Togoland under British administration at the same date and time. This is I got this from a letter from Alan Noble to United Nations on behalf of Great Britain, informing the Secretary General of UN that the union has been established, like I said. So it is on 6 March 1957 that Britain confirmed through that letter that the union between Ghana and independent Ghana and Western Togoland, or independent Gold Coast and Western Togoland, has been formed the same day that Gold Coast became independent state of Ghana. Ghana as an occupational force. Britain failed to make the necessary arrangements required, but rather allow Kwame Nkrumah to carry out an armed invasion in British Togoland, killing people on the street of Pando, Alavanyo, Nkunya, Ohwe, Ojo, and many other towns, and driving their rulers and opinion leaders into exile. That happened on 4th March 1957. What I'm trying to say here is very simple, that the necessary steps that United Nations asked Britain to take, Britain did not take those steps. Britain did not meet the requirement, the steps that is supposed to take to bring about the union, but instead, Britain allowed Kwame Nkrumah to carry out armed invasion in British Togoland, killing people on the streets of Pando, Alavanyo, Nkunya, all the big towns in the Western Togoland, Ohwe, Hojo, and many other towns. And what happened? This is the time that I think some of our brothers and sisters who are not comfortable with Western Togoland restoration keep saying that Kwame Nkrumah have to cross some people in Western Togoland, and they were giving them names like they are secessionists, they are this and that. That is not true. These people are just people who are protecting the integrity of Western Togoland. They were resisting Kwame Nkrumah's occupation or Ghana's occupation in Western Togoland. Why? They were saying that they voted to join Ghana in a form of a union, and that union have not been established. And all of a sudden, Nkrumah wanted to put the Ghana flag and stuff like that in Western Togoland, to claim Western Togoland and Ghana as one nation. And they were resisting it. They were saying that we did not vote to be in Ghana, but we voted to be in union with Ghana, and that union need to be established. Kwame Nkrumah and the British they issue a white paper reducing Western Togoland into regions, and the people of Western Togoland was against it. So because of this, in the midnight in 4th March, Kwame Nkrumah sent soldiers to all these big towns that the people were agitating. Some were even threatening to boycott the 6-month celebration and stuff like that, and they were crushed. They were killed. Some of the chiefs have to run away. Some of opinion leaders have to run away. Those who will be killed were killed. This is what happened. But at that point in time, that was 4th March, and we are expecting that Britain supposed to stand for Western Togoland. According to British letter to the United Nations, it's 5th March, 5th and 6th March. Between these two dates, according to their own letter, between these two dates, 5/6. I don't know what is between 5 and 6, but they said 5/6. So 5th and 6th March 1957, the independent state of Ghana joined British Togoland in union. And the same day, the tranship agreement was terminated. It simply means that on the midnight of 5th March 1957, the tranship agreement, the agreement that allowed Britain to hold Western Togoland or to take care of Western Togoland, to be the caretaker of Western Togoland, that agreement was terminated on the midnight of 5th March. Okay, so if you go to analysis, you see that on the 4th March, when Kwame Nkrumah carried out armed invasion in Western Togoland, British was still in charge of Western Togoland. So British should have defended Western Togoland at the time. But British allowed it. British didn't do nothing. You see? All right, let's go on. We'll come there. Western Togoland has since then been subjugated to unfair treatment and abuse of rights, causing its citizens to agitate for fair consideration or separation from Ghana. Yes, since that incident to today, Western Togolanders have been subjugated to unfair treatment. The people of Western Togoland or British Togoland have been facing all manner of inhuman treatment. And because of that, they have realized, they have come out and said, okay, if this is the way you will treat us, you will either consider the union, regularize it, or we separate away from you because we voted to be in union with you. The union didn't come on, and all of a sudden we are being humiliated. Now we are being coerced. No, this is not what we voted for. So you either consider us as part of you, so that we can sit down as brothers and sisters to regularize the union and see how the union can work for everyone, or we go away from you. This is how the agitation started from time to time. It didn't start yesterday. It didn't start last year. It started a long time. When Kwame Nkrumah was in office or was a president in Ghana, the agitation was there. You remember the Preventive Detentive Act of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah made some of the Western Togolanders free from Ghana and Western Togoland to go on exile. That particular act sent them out. You could see what Achampa also did. I believe I'll make a few points of that. We'll get to that. And you could see what is happening now. So the people of Western Togoland are facing inhuman treatment in Ghana. They have been marginalized. They have been coerced. They have seen a lot of aggression from Ghana authority. And it's about time that the politicians, the lawmakers of Ghana realize that this is not helping the Ghana and Western Togoland if we want to speak in that term, and the need for us to stop it. The lawmakers have the obligation, they have the right to stop this inhuman treatment that meted against the people of Western Togoland. Such agitation are met with coercion or brute force by Ghanaian authorities. Indiscriminate persecution and detention of innocent Western Togolanders for a long period of time without cause. Yeah, we have seen how Western Togolanders, some of them have been detained, some have been sent to prison and stuff like that. As I'm talking, I understand that some Western Togolanders are still in cell, in Ghana cell. If you ask what they have done, they will tell you they are asking for restoration of Western Togoland. And if that is a crime, then I don't know. Many of them did not commit any crime, but they just get arrested because they're using the name Western Togoland. And these are some of the aggression that we are talking about. These are some of the humiliation that we are talking about. If you look at the Western Togoland, if you take the lifestyle or development in Western Togoland compared to that of Ghana, you see that Western Togoland is nothing to talk about at all. Meanwhile, Western Togoland is supposed to be a state on its own. That is why the people are crying for Ghana to help them to develop their country and bring Western Togoland and make a Western Togoland a noble state. I don't see why Ghanaians should be afraid to make Western Togoland a noble state. The people are just asking, let's make our part also a noble state, just as Ghana is a noble state. These are what the people are asking. Ghanaians are free to insult and maltreat Western Togolanders for pleasure. Yes, you could see if you are from Western Togoland, Ghanaians are free to insult you. You have seen many names that they've given you, not only people on the street. You see people in higher offices, people in higher places in Ghana. When you are a Western Togolander, that respect is not given to you. You are seen as a second-class citizen. You are seen as not non-Ghanaian. So these are some of the things and a problem that Western Togolanders are facing, and politicians know. Some of these politicians will come in a broad daylight before journalists, before cameras, anything, and pronounce Western Togolanders as non-Ghanaian. We just saw some before the 2020 election. Some politicians will go to Alisa Hotel in 2016. I don't want to mention names, but if you want me to, I will. I can tell you that the Vice President of Ghana, Dr. Baumia, in Alisa Hotel, prior to 2016 election, he made it clear that over 76,000 people in the Ghana's voter register from the voter region are not Ghanaian, but they are Togolanders. He said they are from Togo and they are not Ghanaian and they should be removed from the register. These are records over there. We have seen Apollo 568 and stuff. That was this man's time. I think Buzia time. Salah, I think Salah deal with the Kwame Nkrumah of Buzia. I'm forgetting the actual thing, but those who know Apollo 568, you know what I'm talking about. And then those in the days of Victor Baho time and to these days, that even politicians like in India, Japan can declare war on Equatorians and say they should be killed, even prescribe the way they should be killed, and nobody say anything to them. If you know what people from Western Togoland have faced because of that single pronouncement, you will be shocked. But yes, it did happen, and the people of Western Togoland endure all this. When they tell you because you did not witness it, you say it never happened or it never took place, but it did took place. Yes, now I come to this point. This is the point that I want to talk about. SMCD 20, that is the Supreme Military Council Decree. Supreme Military Council Decree 20. That was a decree passed in 1976, specifically crafted to oppress Western Togolanders contrary to international human rights. This is a decree that it was actually done under Ignacio Ketu Achampo. He was a military ruler and he passed a decree criminalizing Western Togoland. So he used that against them. And today, that we are now, Ghana is now under a democratic dispensation, we are still using that decree against the people of Western Togoland or the people of British Togoland. This is a crime against the people of Western Togoland, and it is also against international human rights. Ghana is a signatory to international human rights. And why do you use decree? Why are we using decree on these people? The people just say, let's make our state also noble. Is it a crime? That has become a crime. Let's make our state, Western Togoland, noble. That has become a crime. That you pass a decree preventing them to do that. Well, in the Achampo time, you will understand that he was a military ruler. But today, that we are under democratic dispensation, we are still using Achampo's decree. And we are saying that these people are Ghanaians. If they are Ghanaians, why are we still using that decree? This is what I want the lawmakers to know. This is the law that the lawmakers need to change. That it's not working for anybody. It's not a good thing for anyone. If we want to push Ghana forward and we want Ghana to be seen in the international world as a country that believes in human rights, these laws should not be in place. Why should we pass a law to humiliate some people and leave some people alone? This is a law only work on the people of British Togoland. It does not affect the people from the Gold Coast or the people in Ghana. So if we are all Ghanaians, if that is what people are claiming, why do we have two setup of laws? One will be working for other and one will not be working for other. Why do we have two setup of laws? That this law will be working for people of Ghana and this one will be working for people of Western Togoland. So if you are from Western Togoland, you do this, we'll use this decree to attack you. This is unfair. This is what the politicians to know. This is what our lawmakers to know. This is where we want our lawmakers to ramble in parliament, not to ramble and snatching ballot papers. That's a very shameful act. There are very important things that we can ramble in parliament. When we are doing that, we applaud you. But if you go and will be snatching ballot papers, I wonder who will clap for you. Anyway, I don't want to go into politics. I'm sorry if I'm going a little bit into Ghana's, but it happened and everybody is a witness to that. What I'm saying is a fact. Under the guise of this decree, Ghanaians freely sabotage meaningful ventures of Western Togolanders. Sure, because of this decree, Ghanaians, if you are not aware, I will tell you. You remember I have Madam Edem, who was the coordinator for Western Togoland Association of Women in Development. She made it clear that they were trying to help the women in Western Togoland. They're trying to help them to get a job for them so that they can have a meaningful job, a decent job in Western Togoland so they can stay wherever they are, do a good, decent job and get a good pay. So they don't need to travel outside and go and do kayaye or headquarters or stuff like that. But they have to stop because Ghana government is arresting anyone who is using the name Western Togoland or British Togoland. Because of that, they have to stop. We recently saw the arrest of some people who were using the name of Western Togoland to bring good things to Ghana and Western Togoland. We saw a letter that was given to a Western Togolander to come to Korea for a developmental program have to do with the beekeeping. And then the letter have to be signed by Ghana government to give a backing. The letter was submitted to Ghana government, to the office. The person went personally, submitted the letter and told the ministry that was supposed to sign that, listen, this letter have a date. I need to return this letter on this date. So I need the signature to be appended on this letter on time for me to return it. And he was told, you don't worry. The next day I'll sign it and I'll call you, you come for it. It never happened. This man waited until the date expired before the letter was signed and was given to him. And when I was told, I make a joke, I said, oh, because you don't have a brown envelope. That was a joke I said. I just told him, oh, because you were not holding a brown envelope. If you were holding some brown paper, that letter would have been signed the very day you went to the office. But that should not be the case. But you all know that that is the situation in Ghana right now. But then that is how some of the Western Togolanders has been treated or sabotaged. A lot of youth in Western Togoland have to change their name in order to get jobs. These are not fabrication or story that we are just telling you. These are facts. We have people who have to change their name to who they are not, or because if you mention some name that you realize that this name is come from British Togoland, it is difficult for you to get a job. So all this is there. We have seen many people from British Togoland who have been removed from offices, all because they are British Togolanders. They are from Western Togoland. We know all those things. And these are some of the sabotage and the way that Ghanaian sabotage any meaningful ventures from Western Togolanders. But all these things, we are killing our own country, because whatever the Western Togoland do, it's a good thing for both Western Togoland and Ghana. If we build Western Togoland into a noble state, it's the same thing that goes for Ghana. Ghana will be praised for that. So we should look into, the politicians should look into and find a way to stop some of these things happening. Despite all these and many other odds, Western Togolanders have remained committed to the union they voted for. Sure. We need to commend Western Togolanders for being resilient, be faithful, be loyal and committed to the union they voted for. Despite everything that they are going through, they are still committed to the union that they voted for. They have been able to help Ghana to become noble. Trust me. The people of Western Togoland have been able to help Ghana to become noble. So if they are asking Ghana to help them to become noble, what is wrong with that? Why is Ghana afraid to help Western Togoland to become noble? Ghana have in a record helping countries like South Africa and others to become noble. So why can't you help Western Togoland that voted to be in union with you? Why can't you help them for them also to become noble, so that the glory goes to Ghana? Okay. We have people from Western Togoland who are working in higher offices, and they are discharging their duties and their input in Ghana. We all know. We have to applaud for that, because they have been doing great job to bring Ghana to a level Ghana is today. Some are still working, and we don't want to mention those names. We know them; they are doing wonderfully well. But because if you expose them that you're from Western Togoland, who knows? They might be removed from their job. But then those who are no longer with us, like Georgina Asamani, who was the first beauty queen of Ghana, she have availed herself and allowed herself to be used to the international level to praise Ghana at the beauty pageant. That is Georgina Asamani, the first beauty queen of Ghana. That's from Western Togoland. These people have given Ghana a sort of pride in the past. We have Philip Beho, who composed the Ghana national anthem. He is also from Western Togoland. And these people are from Western Togoland. They have contributed their quota in bringing Ghana to where Ghana is today, bringing Ghana to a level that everybody will appreciate. We have a Ghana's ambassador as Secretary General of the United Nations, Kofi Annan. Many will be surprised that why I'm not mentioning Kofi Annan. Kofi Annan was the U.S. Secretary General for some time. And Kofi Annan is also from Western Togoland. If you don't know, I'm telling you, you get that from me, that Kofi Annan is a Western Togolander. Kofi Annan brought a lot of honor to Ghana. You can see he built a military sector in Accra. He have recently it's being used. Kofi Annan Center. He built some center in, I think, in forget the location is there, but he built a military center in Accra that is being used for various reasons. Kofi Annan is from Central Kofi, and Central Kofi is part of British Togoland. So if you don't know Kofi Annan is from British Togoland, today you know. Kofi Annan is a Western Togolander, and they have also helped to lift the name of Ghana high, to be able to climb the ladder to become the General Secretary of the United Nations. Oh my goodness. It's a very good thing. One man, he have lifted Ghana to that level. And he is a Western Togolander. So what is wrong if Ghana should help his territory, his country, his state to become noble? Nothing should stop Ghana from doing that. We also have an international peacekeeping mission gallant Western Togolanders among Ghana's army and police battalions. Though the international peacekeeping, we have a lot of people from the Western Togoland who joined the police and the Ghana battalion. And then we also have Ghana's transition into democratic governance. Ghana's transition into democratic governance. Who did that? As you should know who I'm trying to mention, our only Papa J. J.J. Rawlings, who also helped Ghana in a transition into democratic governance that today we are enjoying. All grace to the late Papa J, Mr. Jerry John Rawlings, or ex-President Jerry John Rawlings. He also helped us. I quite remember in '92 when he had to ask the Justice Anna Commission to go around and seek from the people of Ghana whether they want what they actually want in terms of democracy. And Justice Anna Committee came out to report that the people of Western Togoland and both Ghana and Western Togoland chose multi-party democracy. In 1992, that was where NDC was formed and NPP2 came into being, and that is where in 92 we had the first election. I remember in Limanta we had an election, but those democratic dispensations were interrupted by a military coup and stuff like that. And it was during Papa J time, from that time to today, that we are enjoying that sort of democracy that we are enjoying today. And that praise go to J.J. Rawlings, who is a Western Togolander. Many say he's not, but I can tell you in '92 he was challenged. J.J. Rawlings' nationality was challenged in court by a Ghanaian. He was told in point blank that he is not a Ghanaian, he's from Togo. And then he was saved by the court at the time. The rulings at the time was that J.J. Rawlings, at the time that he was born, there was no Ghanaian at the time. And if you look at it very well, you see that from Kwame Nkrumah time, all the presidents from Kwame Nkrumah time to today, it is only President John Dramani Mahama who was born before Ghana. Oh, I'm sorry, after Ghana. He was born in Ghana. All other people, all other presidents were born in the Gold Coast. They were born at the time Ghana was not in existence. President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, he was born before Ghana became independent. President John Dramani Mahama, he was born after Ghana became independent. That is why sometimes President Mahama made a statement that he is the first Ghanaian born to be a president. The understanding is that he is the first person that became president who was born in Ghana. That means he is not older than Ghana. Ghana was born in 1957. So anyone who was born before 1957 is older than Ghana. But he, President John Dramani Mahama, was born in Ghana because Ghana is older than him. So the court rule was very simple, that at the time J.J. Rawlings was born, there was no Ghanaian. That is what saved J.J. Rawlings at the time. Why we call for a review of the union? We are cognizant of the great work done by the UN to arrive at the decision of union. All right, on this note, I will take a short commercial break. When I come back, I think I want to see if I have a few messages for my viewers so that I can bring my viewers' comments on board, and then we'll continue. So I take a short commercial break. Stay with me.
Before, there was no football match that I, patenting Papani Papafield Esophagus, will prevent my optical nerves from witnessing. But since the unwelcome, ubiquitous, and hazardous coronavirus, I have nipped all public commingling, interfusion, gathering, and cocooned myself to my permanent place of domicile. Health authorities and aficionados have outlined a few steps to follow.
We never see this kind of thing before. What the COVID-19? We never hear this kind of word before.
Wrong. Please sneeze into a tissue and dispose it off immediately.
This kind of virus is here to kill. So make we take all the precautions.
Wash your hands with soap under running water or clean them with alcohol-based hand sanitizer immediately before touching any object, especially objects with public usage.
This kind of virus, you don't know rich, you don't know poor person.
Also drink a lot of water intermittently, exercise, and have a lot of rest. I appeal to you, proletarians, bourgeoisies, laws and themselves. Let's be mindful of our actions and inactions. Let's follow the do's and don'ts as outlined by health experts so that we contain this pandemic that is causing pandemonium, ululation, coronaphobia the world over with abracadabras,
coronavirus, we never said that before. What because?
Thank you. Welcome back to Western Togoland Situation Room. Thanks for that commercial break. I have a few messages from my viewers and I want to read them out as I used to do. This is coming from, this is Solomon Agbanya. He's watching. Thank you. I've seen you, Mr. Solomon. You are watching. Thank you so much. This is Apodra Wulasi. The independence of the Western Togoland cannot be sacrificed. The deities will assert their authority. What has been decreed by the creative energy shall surely come to pass. Sofo Kofiche Ahaji, or if that is come from Mr. Haji, Mr. Kofiche, if you are watching, if it is you, I respect and Happy New Year to you. I'm glad that you are watching me, Mr. Kofiche Ahaji. You are one of the people I respect a lot. And those who know Kofiche, they know who I'm talking about. This is coming from Mr. Avonyo Christian Amenume. I'm sorry, Christian Avonyo Amenyenu. I know that things can happen in Western Togoland. I know that things can happen in Western Togoland Parliament. This Babarika, it ends there. Avonyo again, even I went to Register General to register my company as Western Togoland Electrical Engineer. They reject it. Well, this is what we are talking about. You cannot use Western Togoland to do any meaningful work. But if you can use the name Gold Coast, that one is accepted. And you ask why. This is Sanyo Daniel. It's a good work. Thank you, Sanyo. This is Boy Douglas, civilian. My people, put away all manner of fears because of Ghana. Let's talk, even if my confidence call, so that we do the right thing. Transvoter Togoland has forgotten even its independence since. Okay, that's a lot of messages. I'm coming. Let me take time. I'm coming. Oh, there's a lot. Okay. Transvoter Togoland has forgotten even its independence since day one. The Germans have left our land. It is Ghana, together with Britain, have covered Western Togoland from realizing themselves till now. When somebody have forgotten its independence, which country does that country need to establish its government? When Ghana also destroy properties of Britain and send them home, which country did it need before it established its government? It should be emancipate. Emancipate yourself from mental slavery by Ghana. Let's do the right thing. You have been free long time, but Ghana held you till now, and you still think Ghana has to leave you before you do the right thing. Ghana does not need to permit you or help you. All that Ghana need is information of your current stand, and let no right to disgrace or even agree, to disagree or even agree. If if you never know how to go about this, let's talk. Let's do it. It's as simple as ABC. This is never a matter of just few, but all. God knows this long time. God knows this long time that we have to go back home. That is why He has already given the key and the ways some people among us, and we know they have it just as Moses had the way. They scattered among us. Let's come together, and together we can. And it's highly possible, as simple as ABC, when we come together. Although the forces of Ghana, together with it, Pharaoh, are also trying hard to close the way, but they can't. Let's make the direct move. Well, that is from Douglas Civilian. Boy, well, that's a long one. Douglas, thank you for your message. Next time, make it a little bit short for me, please. Thank you, Mr. Douglas. This is Solomon Agbenya. My respected man, I salute you. This is citizens of Western Togoland will accept a formal union with Ghana, not an annexation. We are asking Ghanaians whether or not they want a union with Western Togolanders. It's a simple question. It's a simple question that is reluctant to answer. Is that not telling? This is coming from Mr. Solomon. Mr. Emmanuel Oka is watching. Thank you for watching, Mr. Emmanuel Oka, my one and only brother. I salute you and say Happy New Year. My greetings to you, wherever you are. Christian Avognon, Ghana authority did not see us as Ghanaians because they know well that we are not Ghanaians. But so far, that is the comment that I have. When you keep bringing them, and I'll read them. Those are the comments from our cherished and beloved viewers of Situation Room. Now, why we call for review of the union? We are cognizant of the great work done by the UN to arrive at the decision of union. Yet the people of Western Togoland are not blind to the efforts that the United Nations and the whole world made to bring Western Togoland to the level that they are today. That the level is a union, because it took UN a lot of time, a lot of resources, a lot of consideration to bring us to that level. UN worked their way out. They did everything possible. When the visiting mission that came to Western Togoland or British Togoland in 1955 suggested integration, UN, in their own wisdom, rejected the integration. And when Britain came out with the proposal of union, they accepted it. After accepting it, they said the people of Western Togoland, the people of British Togoland, they themselves must vote to determine if they want the union or not. I said that one time on this show, that people should know that you should not take UN for granted. You should not think that the UN doesn't know anything. Sometimes when you are saying things, you should understand that the UN is an organization with a higher level of people. That the UN knew that British Togoland was a trust territory, and the purpose of the British Togoland, or the purpose of the trust system, or the trust territory, the purpose is that by the time that their trusteeship agreement will be terminated, they will be given full independence. So if this is the purpose of the trust territory or the trusteeship system, if this is the purpose, that at the time that your trusteeship agreement will be terminated, you will be given full independence, not half, not quarter, full independence. And somebody come to suggest to the United Nations that Western Togoland or British Togoland, which was a trust territory, should be integrated into another country. And you think the UN will accept that? If UN accept that, then the UN wisdom will be questioned. people will be questioning the UN wisdom here. So the UN, in its own wisdom, rejected the what do you call it? The integration proposed by the visiting mission in 1955. But when the proposal for union came, they accepted it. But they also accepted it on the condition that the Gold Coast will be granted independence. They made it clear that the Gold Coast should also be granted independence, because you can't have a colony going into union with a trust territory. A UN cannot allow that to happen. That is why the letter, it says that on the day that Gold Coast became independent Ghana, that day the union was established. The letter to United Nations to inform the Secretary General about the union did not say that the union was established. Excuse me. The union was established before Ghana or the Gold Coast became independent. No. It can't be that, because UN will not allow that. So UN have taken many steps. Even the posing of the question, UN was against it. UN was saying that, according to the UN, when you watch the debate, they were saying that it is not necessary to pose two questions. When Britain was saying that they want to pose two questions, whether people should vote to form join Ghana in the form of a union, or you vote against it and wait until further decision is taken on the fate of Western Togoland, the United Nations argue that it is not necessary to pose a second question. It is just one question you should pose: whether the people agree to be in union with the independent Gold Coast or independent Ghana or not, period. But the Britain and Kwame Nkrumah, CPP, Gold Coast, and whatever, all the Kominini, whatever they have planned, they insist on it, and they did it. And don't forget that Britain at the time, even today, is one of the veto powers. They are one of the winners of the war, the Second World War, who brought about the United Nations. So they have sometimes they try to bully the United Nations. They do not take their words into consideration. They feel that you cannot tell them what to do. If you know, the UN came into being by the winners of the Second World War. The winners of the Second World War, they are the people who brought about the United Nations. So those are the people who have the veto power in the United Nations today, that we call the veto power nations. Because of the Second World War, that the League of Nations was dissolved, because they feel that the League of Nations was not able to prevent the First World War, and they give League of Nations the chance. And then the second one happened. They realized that the League of Nations failed to prevent the Second World War. So because of that, they dissolved it, and the winners of the Second World War brought the United Nations. And because of that, the United Nations is a brainchild of the winners of the Second World War. And Britain is one of the winners of the Second World War. So what do you think? Sometimes when we want to go into those things, we will not leave the situation room. So the people of Western Togoland, they are aware of the hard work that the United Nations did. Actually, the UN did what they can do to bring them to union. When people were trying to let Togolanders be integrated into Ghana, but the UN refused it. UN stand against it, and the people of Western Togoland voted for union. So we are cognizant of that hard work and from the United Nations. And because of that, we will not want to go anywhere. We will want that union to be realized. We respect the volition of the majority who voted for the union. Yes, the people of Western Togoland, the majority, that it was simple majority, I should say, because it was 58% of the people who voted for the union. So that is a simple majority. 42% voted against the union. So but still we are respecting the decision of those people who actually voted for the union. It tells you that the Western Togoland, the majority has voted for the union, and we cannot deviate for that union. That union that they voted for, it is the foundation. It is the foundation that they have laid for us. So our job is to build upon it. That is what we are building on. That is why it becomes imperative that we build on the union and not separation from Ghana. That is why I tell many people that you cannot talk about we Western Togolanders wanting to separate from Ghana. And the question is, if they ask you who want to separate from Ghana, we do not have answers to that because there is no record to show the number of people who want to separate from Ghana. There is no record on that. And in politics, if the thing does not exist statistically, it does not count. If you don't understand me, check from your politicians. Go and tell a politician that there's an unemployment rate in Ghana, and they will tell you what percentage. If you cannot tell the percentage of Ghanaians who are unemployed, that means it does not exist. So if the thing does not exist on paper, on ground, or have no statistics, if the thing does not exist statistically, it means it is not there. So you might be willing to have your country, Western Togoland, as an independent state, but it is not proven. There's no proof that the people of Western Togoland want to be on their own. No, there is one thing that you can prove. That was the union. The people of Western Togoland voted for union, and that record is there. That record is even in the United Nations. It is the United Nations that has given approval for that vote, that election, the plebiscite. So we have a record that the people, 58% of Western Togolanders voted to be in union with Ghana. So why do we deviate from that? Why do we go and talk about independence, be or something, separation? Why we do not have any evidence to prove for that? We don't have evidence to show that the people want separation. But we have evidence to show that the people want union and they voted for union. So why do we stress ourselves leaving the foundation that our forefathers built for us? The foundation is laid down for us by the United Nations. Our forefathers built on that and they left. So let's continue it. That is why we cannot talk about anything else apart from the union that our forefathers voted for in 1956. So people who are watching me, who are listening to me, who think that independence is the way out, please, independence is not in anywhere in the book of Western Togoland. Independence is missing long time ago. We are now talking about union. That's why we are respecting the decision of the majority. We are respecting that decision. When people voted for somebody to become a president, the majority voted for someone to become a president. Will you bypass those majority and go and take somebody else to be the president? You can't do that. You can't say because two people want somebody else to be a president, that person should be president. No, you have to respect the decision of the majority. And this is the case that the majority of Western Togolanders on record, have voted for union. I'm challenging anyone who says that the union is not ideal to tell me, to show me the records that we have as a Western Togolanders, that we want independence, we want separation, we want to be on our own. You should show me a record. Show me the percentage of Western Togolanders who agree to that. But I can prove to you that 58% of Western Togolanders have agreed that we should be in union. United Nations is aware of this document. United Nations is aware of this fact. And that is why you cannot bypass the union. You can't bypass the union. Let us make a union with Ghana. Ghana is our country. We are not going anywhere. We are in Ghana, but we want the union. We wish to have Ghana and Western Togoland prepare for a better regional union. Yes, the union was not properly done. It was not actually done at all. So it's about time that we prepare both countries, Western Togoland and Ghana, for a better regional union. We want to have it in a very grand style, in a better way, in a solid manner, a union that will be backed by a constitution. There can't be a union without a union constitution, because when the Britain wrote to the United Nations, telling the United Nations that they have established the union in 1957, they don't have a union constitution. So what gave the backing to that union? You don't even have a union agreement. There was no constitutional conference between the people of Western Togoland and Ghana, and Western Togoland have no leaders at the time to represent her interest. So who are the people who represent the interests of Western Togoland? In 1957, where Britain was telling the whole world that the union had been established. Who are the people who represented the people of Western Togoland? Because the people of Western Togoland do not have a government in place. Dr. Kwame Nkrumah and the CPP themselves, they do not sign any document, any union document. So who even signed a document on behalf of Ghana? And Dr. Buzia himself was against the union, I should say, because he made it clear, Dr. Buzia. I'm sorry, JB Dankwa, I think. Yeah, it's Dr. JB Dankwa. I'm sorry, it's not Buzia. JB Dankwa at the time, because he was with the UGCC and the CPP was with Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. So JB Dankwa was on the view that the people of Ghana was not consulted for Western Togoland and Ghana Union. Why was JB Dankwa saying that? It's because the people of Western Togoland was consulted through plebiscite, through election. But the people of Gold Coast, that became Ghana, they were not consulted. The people were not consulted to agree whether they want to be in union with Ghana, union with the Western Togolanders or not. They were not consulted. It was Kwame Nkrumah and his leadership. They together worked something out with Britain, and they wanted a union with Western Togoland. And Western Togoland voted for the union. So JB Dankwa was right to say that the people of Ghana or the people of the Gold Coast were not consulted. So there is no statistics today to prove that even the people of Ghana agree that they want to be in union with Western Togoland. That is not there. It's missing. So sometimes you talk and then you get to a point, you sit back and ask yourself, so what if you say Ghanaians are not even willing to accept Western Togolanders in union at the first place? Sometimes you think about all that. Say, the people, and then July 12, 1956, the referendum will shock you. The people of Western Togoland voted in 1956 to join Ghana in union. 1956, May 9, barely 2 months. May, June, July. July 12, 1956, the same year, 2 months later, Ghana also went, okay, let's say Gold Coast, because that time Ghana was not there. Gold Coast. Gold Coast also went into referendum. It was that referendum that decided the type of government Ghana should have. Because the UGCC at the time was crying for a federal state, and the CPP was against it. They was a federal, CPP was for unitary state, because Kwame Nkrumah wanted to have the power allocated at the central government so he can control. But when we have a federal state, the powers will be divided. The states will be owning their powers, and the federal government will have a less power. Like it happened in the federal state, that you have a federal power and the state powers. But the Kwame Nkrumah was not into that. And JB Dankwa and those in the UGCC at the time was also thinking that they were having many mineral resources coming from the Ashanti region. I have to tell you, it's a fact. The JB Dankwa and the people of UGCC, they have also done their homework, they have done their search and realized that the bulk or the bunch of the mineral resources coming from Ghana is in the Ashanti region. So if we should have a federal state, Ashanti stand to develop than any other state. And then Kwame Nkrumah will be penalized. Kwame Nkrumah will be penalized. And the Kwame Nkrumah was smart enough and said, no, I don't want it. We want the power to be given to the central government. So we should have a unitary state system of government where the power will be given to the central government. And then what happened was in 1956, July 12, the Gold Coast people, the people of the Gold Coast, went into referendum to decide. They vote to decide which system to adopt. And majority at the time voted for the unitary system of government. Now, this is the point. At that decision, this is a serious national decision. this decision, the people of Western Togoland was taken out. They were not part of this decision. They were not part. If the people of Western Togoland, they were part of the Gold Coast, they should have also been part of that decision. Because they also voted to be in union with you. So to have a union state. So Ghana and Western Togoland should form a two-state. And you forgot that that also was one of the reasons why JP Dankwa and the UGCC was against the unity system of government, because they were saying at the time that if we are forming a union state with Western Togoland, why do we talk about unity system of government? If we saying that the people of Western Togoland to join us in union, this is one of the reasons JB Dankwa and the UGCC were also fighting against. And this was the reason why SG Anto believed in the UGCC and became friend to the UGCC people. And today, some of Ghanaian senior journalists can sit comfortably in their radio station and say SG Anto was a terrorist, all because some members of the UGCC were pronounced terrorists at the court of Ghana. But SG Anto did not face any charges in court that he was pronounced as a terrorist, or he did not face any terrorist charges in court. But why do you say that? Because he was a friend to the UGCC? Yes. UGCC was toning the line that SG Anto was toning. They were all using passing the same way. So the only way out is for SG Anto, who was leading the Western Togoland Congress at the time, to support the UGCC so that they can let the union happen. This is what he did. And today some people are calling him a terrorist. I don't understand. I don't get it. So we should look at it. The referendum in 12 July 1956 by the people of Gold Coast. We should look into it. We should take that into consideration. The people of Ghana and politicians, the lawmakers should think about that very well. That if people of Western Togoland are part of the Gold Coast, they would have been taking part of that referendum, but they didn't take part of it because they are not part of it. Okay. We want the union to be regulated for the common good of all members. Yes, we want the union to be regulated for the common good of all members. Everybody, both Western Togoland and Ghana. If the union is regulated, it will work for everyone. It is not going to work for only Western Togolanders. It's not going to work for only Ghanaians. It will work for both Western Togolanders and Ghanaians. If Western Togoland become a noble state, there will be in an abundance of jobs that the people of Ghana have every right to travel to Western Togoland and seek for a job over there if they feel that that's where they can get a job. If the people of Western Togoland feel that they have a job in Ghana, they can also travel and go to Ghana and work there. So it's just going back and forth. It's just the same country, but we are in union. We have two states, and we will still be under the umbrella of Ghana. But we are a two-state country. This is all that we are asking for. I think I have a few messages. Let me see my messages. Okay, this is. I read this from Mr. Solomon. Christian Abonyo. Okay, I read that already. Christian Abonyo, our God in Western Togoland did not disappoint us. My good friend Tetevia Simon, Mr. Tetevia, Happy New Year to you. Happy that you are watching me today. You and Christian has been very faithful people to Western Togoland situation. You come on every time and you always try to send comments to me. Thank you so much, Mr. Tetevia and Mr. Christian Abonyo. This is coming from Tetevia. Has Britain is big? Okay, is Britain bigger than UN? Tetevia, I think you're asking me a question. No, I did not say Britain is bigger than UN. If it's a question, the answer is no. Britain is now bigger than UN, but Britain is part of the winners of the Second World War that brought UN into being. Britain have a veto power in the United Nations that whatever they object, UN have no voice. If you send something to United Nations, a case to UN, and you went to the Security Council, that is where all decision is taken. If you went there and Britain objected, there is nothing the UN can do. You just need only one veto power nation to object whatever you take to the UN, and that's it. Just one of them. It could be America, it could be France, it could be China. China is in Ghana. Those of you, it could be Russia and stuff like that. If any of these people, this country, if any one of them, just one country objected, Ghana is not part anyway. Ghana don't have a veto power in the UN. Nigeria don't have a veto power in the UN. Germany do not have a veto power in the UN. Don't forget, the Second World War, the First World War and the Second World War was all against Germany. Germany was growing in power, and the only way to bring Germany down is to fight Germany. And Germany was growing horns. So they decided to bring Germany down. So all the wars was against Germany. So the Second World War was against Germany. So Germany lost the Second World War. So Germany is a loser when it comes to the Second World War. So Germany have no veto power in the United Nations because you lose the war. You lost. You see? So the winners of the war are the people who brought the UN into being. They established the UN. They collapsed the League of Nations and they brought the UN. And they gave themselves veto power. That whatever one of them objects, that's it. You don't need majority at the Security Council. You don't need majority to reject a bill. You just need just one veto power nation to reject the bill, and that is it. This is how it works. So Britain is now bigger than the UN, but Britain is a veto power nation. And if Britain vetoes something, UN cannot do nothing. UN cannot change it. That's what it is. That's how it works. I hope that I explained your question. This is coming from Avonyo Christian Amenyanu. Avonyo Christian, you can write. Thank you so much, my good friend Avonyo. What they did to the citizens of Western Togoland in 1956 is the same that happened in 7 December 2020. Christian, don't bring anyone here. I'm sorry. Oh, Honorable Mr. Donko, you are watching. Thank you so much for watching me. Mr. Kovi Yao, UN regularized the union between Western Togoland and Gold Coast for better Ghana and peace. Thank you so much, Mr. Kobe. Happy New Year to you. I salute you. Toby Blango. Okay. No message. I've seen you are watching Toby Blango. I have not read your message today. Mr. Ben. Oh, Mr. Ben is watching. Good. Thank you, Mr. Ben. Mr. Ben is the chairman of People Liberation Council. I am happy that he's watching. I have Godson Kwame Ajoku, who stood and signed the union. Well, that is a question Godson Kwame is asking, who stood and signed the union? I wonder. I don't know either. I just said at the time that Britain said the union was established in 1957, which means 6 March 1957, at that time, Western Togoland or British Togoland do not have a government. This is a failure on part of the Britain. Britain is supposed to prepare Western Togoland for the union. Preparation have to do with having leadership of Western Togoland. But Britain did not prepare our people for that. Britain did not make sure that the people of Western Togoland have a leadership. And they say they make a union. So who signed on behalf of Western Togoland? I should also be asking. And I know for sure that Dr. Kwame Nkrumah and the members of the CPP at the time, none of them signed any union document. So who signed, like you said? Who signed? I don't know. I don't know who signed. I don't know. Mr. Boy Douglas Civilian, my man, you are naturalized. You are naturalized for saying you are neutralized. You are neutralized for saying that the illegal union should hold. you are still a member mental slavery. Well, that is going to me. You think for me to say that the union should hold, I think that what I'm saying that the union was not established. I made it clear that the plebiscite itself does not form a union. It is an intention of the people to form a union with Ghana. It is a desire of the people to form a union. That plebiscite was just a desire. And what is the desire? The desire is for union, that the people of Western Togoland voted. That vote is a valid vote. That vote is a valid vote. That vote determines the will, the decision, the desire of the people of Western Togoland. But the union is another thing. The union, to establish the union, is another thing. UN, in its own wisdom, realized that the plebiscite alone is not enough to bring about the union. So the UN passed Resolution 1044 SI of December 30, 1956, and asking Britain to take such steps to bring about the union. Britain failed to take such steps. So that step was not taken. So the union actually was not effected. So we are asking that we should effect the union now, because we have a record that the people of Western Togoland want the union. That is what I said. I am not saying that the union was in existence. No. You are right to say it's illegal union. There is not even a union, because you can't even get a union document. You can't see any union constitution that giving a backing to that illegal union. You can't even talk about any constitutional conference between people of Western Togoland and the people of Ghana. You can't even talk about that. So there is nothing like a union. But yet there is a proof, there is an evidence that the people of Western Togoland voted to be in union with Ghana. That is what we should build on. There is an evidence, there is a proof that the United Nations have asked the people of Western Togoland to form union with Ghana. That nobody can deny that. That's what I'm talking about. Oh boy, Douglas Civilian again. I am disappointed in you. I think you have lost your sanity, I think. Well, you can't be disappointed in me, because I can't be talking about independence or separation if there is no evidence that the people of Western Togoland want separation. But I can tell you that I am comfortable talking about the union, because I have evidence, and enough evidence to prove to the whole world that the people and the world, the people of Western Togoland and even the United Nations have it, that the people of Western Togoland voted for a union, and that union should be established. We need to establish that union. That is what I'm talking about. I'm only following what our people did for us, meaning in the plebiscite of 1956. I'm sorry if I disappoint you. Don't be disappointed, my good friend. Keep watching the show. I like people like you. Thank you so much, Mr. Boy Douglas Civilian. Thank you so much. Mr. Solomon Agbanya, the right thing the UK should have done is to grant independence to both Gold Coast and Western Togoland, so both will form a union. However, UK grant independence to her colony, Gold Coast, and left Western Togoland Togoland hanging, only to be annexed by Ghana. Neither Ghana nor UK can prove that there has been a union agreement between Ghana and Western Togoland. That is why we want to regularize the union. I think this alone should answer the question from Mr. Boy Douglas Civilian. Mr. Agbenya is telling you that the right thing the UK should have done is to grant independence to both Gold Coast and Western Togoland, so both will form a union. What Mr. Agbenya is trying to explain here is that when Britain grant independence to her colony, Gold Coast, it should have also grant independence to British Togoland. Then the two countries will form the union. This is what Mr. Agbenya is telling you. But that didn't happen. So that should also tell you why we should ask for the regularization of the union. And then we have here Black Jesus. Guys, subscribe to our YouTube channel, Trend Africa TV, and like and follow us on Facebook, Trend Africa TV. Please, so if you have not subscribed to the channel, Trend Africa, please do now. We're asking everybody to subscribe so that anytime we start a program, you can get the notification. You can also share with your people. Please subscribe. Thank you so much. This is coming from Royal Black Jesus. Thank you so much. Boy Douglas Civilian, forget about Ghana and Western Togoland forming a two-state. It's just a dream. Did Western Togoland help Ghana to gain its independence? What is that? Did Western Togoland help Ghana to gain its independence? That you will be there saying they should have union government? Well, Western Togoland do not need to help Ghana to gain independence. If Western Togoland is not connected to Ghana today, we will not be asking Ghana to help Western Togoland to become noble. Or because today Ghana and Western Togoland are interconnected, and we cannot talk about any other person to help Western Togoland to become noble than Ghana itself. That is why we are saying. And when Ghana and Western Togoland are together for some time, you see a lot of Western Togolanders sacrifice their life for Ghana in many levels of life, in many spheres of life. So there is nothing wrong if we are asking Ghana to also reciprocate the good thing that the Western Togoland have done for Ghana. So I think that should be clear. Tetevia Simon, why British is doing this to us? Well, Tetevia, today, all your comments is all about questions that do not have answers to. I don't know why. Tetevia, sorry. This is also coming from Amedume Gabriel. Thank you, Mr. Gabriel. United Kingdom is 419. They want to sell Western Togoland to Ghana. Well, that is coming from Gabriel Amedume. Tetevia Simon, International Human Rights. What are they saying about our 419 union? Okay, thank you so much. Keep your comment coming. That's coming from the last comment coming from Tetevia again and then now. Okay, so that is what it is. I said why we call for review of the union to maintain the highly interconnectedness of Western Togoland and Ghana. Like I just said, Western Togoland and Ghana are interconnected. So if you want to break away, you will see that hinges that those of Western Togolanders who are residing in Ghana, some will tell you in our tribe or in our kingdom, part is in Ghana, part is in the Gold Coast, and part is in Western Togoland. If you separate away from them, it is not that hard to still communicate and do things commonly, but that conflict that you don't want to have, you want to avoid that, give respect to our traditional worship and other things, have our people still live connected, see themselves together as one people. We want to tone the same path as the union has been laid down for us. So making the union, we see ourselves as the same people, one country, one nation, but we are just in the form of a union. That is why we want to maintain the interconnectedness that existed between Western Togoland and Ghana. Don't get me wrong. Socially, by intermarriages, we have married. We are intermarried, Western Togolanders and the people of Ghana. Culturally, traditional state of Dagbon, Akan, Dame, and Ewes are in both countries. We have all these people cut across in Western Togoland and Ghana. We want to maintain that. So bear with us. If we're talking about union, all these things will be maintained, and there's nothing like fear of having culturally dismantle the people. We will not culturally dismantle the people, but we will maintain the people culturally and socially. And then we come to economically, common private and public investment and installation will also be maintained, because we have certain investment and installation, private and public, we have in Ghana and Western Togoland, but we want to maintain everything so that it will be a good thing for both Ghana and Western Togoland. so that we will not end up fighting over one thing to another. We don't want that to happen. We have lived with Ghana for quite some time now, and there is no need at this point for us to talk about something else that will bring another conflict. But we want to do things that will keep us in the peace, in the peace lane that we have always been. The union shall mutually benefit us all and set the track for a broader regional integration. I spoke about that. To harness the traditional cultural bond of each state with neighboring countries into a greater economic, social, and diplomatic unity. So these are some of the reasons why we are calling for the union. A principal union shall be enjoyed, not endured by all, because right and obligations shall form the rules. Yeah, this is where the right and obligations will be the rules, will be the norm of the day, that people will live within the laws. We will give ourselves laws and we will obey, and people will respect other people too. Each member state of the union shall contribute constructively towards the implement of the whole. There will be joyful activity in the equal regard we give each citizen. Yeah, sure. There shall be a healthy competition for noble achievement. Of course, there will be noble achievement, and there will be a competition for that. And people will be doing well. People want to see their state doing well. So now, politicians, those crook politicians, will now stop being crook. Because if you are being crook, your people will refer you that, look at these people, they are doing well. If your state is not progressing, your citizen will leave to another state and look for a job, and you don't want that, and you will be losing your position as a politician. So politicians will live up to expectation, and the people will vote for people. The electorate will vote for people that will work for their interests, not people that will work for their stomach and their pocket. There shall be proper self-esteem for each citizen. Sure. Obligation of lawmakers. Everybody knows that Western Togolanders face disgrace and humiliation in Ghana. You cannot deny that fact, that Western Togolanders face disgrace and humiliation, and politicians need to know this and have the right to correct this. Our lawmakers have to correct this, especially the lawmakers have to do away with the Supreme Military Council Decree 20 that was passed in 1976 by a Champo regime. They have to do it. Comfortable living with you. Do not make laws that will criminalize them. Thank you. I hope my lawmakers are listening this time. Ramble in Parliament with a better argument to restore Western Togoland and make it a noble state than to ramble over election of a speaker. But it is the duty of all lawmakers without bias to press for the necessary change. Yes, it is the duty of lawmakers without bias to press for necessary change. That is the reason why we voted for you to go to Parliament and press for a better change, a change that will benefit everyone, not to go and ramble over ballot papers. I think that our lawmakers should live up to expectation in this regard, and my expectation here will be lawmakers disband those decrees by a champion. That is very important, and I will stress on that, because that decree, it does not speak well of Ghana. It does not speak well of our politicians. It does not speak well of our lawmakers, that they sit down and allow such decree to be working. They have the tools, they have the power to change that decree, to disband that decree. Thank you so much. I know my lawmakers are listening, and this time around they will do the right thing. There is no need to pretend that all is fine, even if some of you are in affluence. Yes, we all know that. So there's no need for us to pretend. Prove your worth as a lawmaker. This is what I call the posterity demand of the lawmakers. The posterity is to make things right for everybody. Posterity is to use your office to do something that will see the positive aspect of everyone. the posterity demand that you remove that Champions decree from being used, so that everyone will see themselves as equal partners in the union. One needs not to be a Western Togolander to sense what is going wrong. It is a disgrace for 275 Ghanaian lawmakers to remain blind, deaf, and dumb to this important human rights issue in this era of civilization. If we have about 274 lawmakers in our parliament, or 275 lawmakers in our parliament, all of them to sit down and say that they don't know what is going on. They don't know all these human rights abuse in these days of civilization. They don't know what is going on. They don't see it. It's a shame. It can never happen. This is what posterity demand of you, that open your eyes and change things for the betterment of your citizens. Change things that are not good. The world has realized that military rule is not good. We discarded that thing long time ago. Why are we maintaining military decree whilst we are not under a military rule? Why do we go to court? A court that is ushered by a constitutional government, a court under a democratic dispensation.
What it do, my people? It's your boy Kingsley Ego B, aka King the Preacher, aka the Peacemaker, aka the Joy of the People. Is my peace of mind. You are now watching Trend Africa. Don't touch that dial. If you won't touch her. Come on out there. Keep watching Trend Africa. We are here. Africa has come to stay. Don't touch that dial. One love. Keep watching. Ratata.
Thank you so much. I think we have a little bit technical issue. Our internet is being interrupted, and sorry for that short break. I'm almost done. We're about to bring the today's. I want to say we prove worth as a lawmaker. We want our lawmakers to prove their worth as a lawmaker. Lawmaker is not only to go to the parliament and start shouting, yeah, yeah. That is not why we want you to go to parliament. So if you are a lawmaker, you need to prove your worth as a lawmaker. We know that it is difficult for just a few of you to effect the change. But if majority of the legislators are so blind to this glaring reality, then one must find another qualification for Ghana. I think our lawmakers should live up to expectation. I thank you for watching. Thank you so much. My last message from Tetevi is saying, please answer me. Tetevi, I just told you I did not have answers to your question. Your next question was, you said international human rights. What are they saying about our 419 union? I don't know what they are saying. Sorry, Simon Tetevi, I'm sorry, I don't have answers to those questions. This is where we bring Western Togoland Situation Room to an end. We will come your way next week, Saturday, same time, same day, Saturday. See you. Good.
advertise with us, donate sponsorships and suggestions, email us at trendafricatv@gmail.com or call us on 773-312-0318 or 773-756-6678. Remember to also follow and like us as Trend Africa TV on Facebook so you can always catch us live. On Instagram as Trend Africa TV 123 or subscribe to our YouTube channel as Trend Africa TV and click on the notification button to watch previous shows. You can also visit our website for your African news, entertainment, fashion and sports updates on www.trendafricaonline.net. Trend Africa